This is a one-fall grudge match with a 30-minute time limit and a special referee for this match, Mike Smith.
And welcome back, SWA fans. This is a match I never thought we would see, Kelly.
No, I agree, Lanny, but all's fair in love, war, and wrestling, right? I mean, when it comes down to it.
I'll tell you, sometimes, this is very much a brother versus brother situation. And, sometimes brothers argue, sometimes brothers fight, and today, two brothers have got something to settle. Nate Moss, Doc Gracie, and looks like their best friend, Mike Smith, as special guest referee.
And they've talked about their entire career, how they started together, they've worked together, they've been champions together.
Making his way to the ring now, Doc Gracie. And we have really seen a different side of Doc Gracie the last few months, an edgier side, a harder side. As I've said before, a bit unhinged.
Yeah, and normally he'll go around and shake the hands of a lot of fans, but tonight, all business goes straight to the ring. Regardless of how this comes out, Lanny, as far as winning and losing, what do you think will be the ultimate damage? How much damage has been done here?
I don't know, and I don't know that we'll know that until we actually see how everything unfolds. And now making his way to the ring, the other half of the Daybreakers. Nate Moss, Marshall Nate Moss, and I'll tell you, this is telling, Kelly. This is very telling to me. This is not Daybreakers ring gear he is wearing. This is not the ring gear of a Daybreaker. This is the ring gear that Nate Moss wore previously to the formation of the Daybreakers.
Interesting that you noticed that. I did not notice that coming out of the locker room. There's more of this story to be told, but you have to wonder, as close as they have been, will there be a feeling out period to start this match, or will they go right at it? As David Sutton introduces our combatants.
In this corner to my left, from Baxter Springs, Kansas, he is still half of the Daybreakers, Marshall Nate Moss. And also from Baxter Springs, Kansas, he's the other half of the Daybreakers. Give it up for Doc Gracie!
And Kelly, as we said, our third man in the ring for this, a very close friend of both Doc Gracie and Nate Moss, Mike Smith, special guest referee here, and I'll tell you, he's got to be as torn and conflicted as anyone in this building.
And normally, you don't like to have, referees talk to wrestlers and so on, but being friends with both of them and being sanctioned as a referee here, I'm sure one of the things he's saying is, look, regardless of what has happened in the past, let's settle this like men. We're going to do it legally. We're going to do it the right way and just see where the chips fall.
Mike Smith has called for the bell, and I'll tell you, Kelly, I don't know what to expect here. Collared up. Violent, vicious collar and elbow tie-up. Moss gets the early advantage here. Oh, Doc Gracie slings Moss all the way around the ring here. Back and forth here. Mike Smith imploring Gracie to break.
Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Clean break here by Gracie.
And you have to wonder, especially with what Doc Gracie has put out on social media, where his heart really is. Did he really lose it? Is he really sorry for what happened?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think the actions of tonight and what happens over the next few weeks is going to tell us more than we ever could. But I'll tell you, one thing that is very, very telling to me that speaks volumes is how Nate Moss came to the ring not wearing Daybreaker ring gear.
But really, in fairness, neither did Gracie, right? He just had like a denim, pullover. So is this the end as we know it of the Daybreakers? One of the most iconic SWA tag teams.
Well, oh my goodness. Well, the ring is absolutely not holding this one tonight, Kelly. Both combatants tumble out of the ring after that tie-up.
They'll have to begin a count at some point, and I think Moss landed on that right on his collarbone.
Oh! Couple of big right hands. Moss shoots back with a couple of more right hands of his own.
Look out here.
Oh! Blocks it. Oh! Moss bounces Gracie off of that ring post.
And if you had to guess who the fans were cheering for, maybe a few more people for Moss than for Gracie, but look out here.
Oh, here we go. Oh, my goodness.
I think even if we're not supposed to take it.
Oh!
Even if we're not supposed to take a commercial break, Doc Gracie probably wants one.
Oh, I'll tell you what, man. Goodness gracious. Mike Smith, I think Mike Smith has made the decision. He's not counting anybody out.
There he's starting the count now.
Oh!
Nate Moss working the right side.
Really peppering Doc Gracie there. Mike Smith, you can tell Mike Smith does not want to count this one out. He wants to see this settled as much as we do. One way or another, this has got to be settled.
Oh! That's concrete, folks. That is concrete, a concrete floor. There's no padding around the mat. And I'm not sure that Moss really even, if he could take it back, he probably would. Is Gracie hurt?
It looks like he's hurt, Kelly.
Can he continue here?
Mike Smith is telling Moss to get back.
And, of course, it's up to the referee as to whether a person can continue or not.
What's going on here, Kelly? Gracie is pleading. He's pleading with Moss to help him up. Mike Smith has said, get over here and help me get him up. He's hurt.
It looked like the right leg on when he went over.
We may be having a premature end to this match due to injury, Kelly, right here. Kelly, this one may be over.
Yeah, are they taking him back to the locker room?
It looks like they are taking him back to the locker room. Whoa!
Oh!
Playing possum. Doc Gracie playing possum.
Oh, that's not right. That's not right.
And he pulled me in, he pulled you in, pulled Mike Smith in. Oh!
No, and he tugged at the heartstrings of
everybody
Nate Moss,
here,
knowing how Nate Moss would react, and then pulls a stunt like that. Wow.
Match time, 5 minutes.
Now the boot on the throat. I didn't think we'd see these kind of tactics here.
Like I say, about the last month or so, I don't know if it was the COVID vaccine or what, but Doc Gracie he's just a different guy. Nate Moss, not so much. Nate Moss has been a real consistent. You know what to.
Oh, he's biting him.
You know what to expect from Nate Moss?
Was biting Nate Moss's fingers, Kelly.
Remember, this referee has ties to both wrestlers. Look out.
Oh! Oh!
They're kind of tearing those fingers apart.
Small joint manipulation here. I'll tell you what, that makes it very difficult to perform a lot of wrestling maneuvers later on in the match once those fingers swell up, Kelly.
And if when Gracie said he was truly sorry, and then he pulls a stunt like he pulled just a few minutes ago?
What are we seeing here? Oh! He's tied him up, Kelly. He's tied him up. Oh!
Did he go for the chest or the face?
No, that was an axe handle to the chest. That had to take all the wind out of Marshall Nate Moss. Rolls him over. Here's the cover.
And was this a half an hour time limit? I would be surprised if it ends in a half an hour. These two guys are two of the most well-conditioned athletes in the entire SWA. That's something that a lot of people don't realize too, Lanny, is the cardiovascular shape you have to be in.
Oh, absolutely, Kelly.
They make it look easy, but it sure isn't. Oh,
now, you just slapping him, teasing him, taunting him. I'll tell you what, Marshall Nate Moss did not take kindly for those slaps. Oh, my goodness. German suplex. That knocked what Fire Moss had out.
Is this it?
I'll tell you, I don't know what else Doc Gracie has got left to hit Marshall Nate Moss with.
Well, what I'm concerned about is what does Doc Gracie have left in his brain? I mean, he's just warped. I don't know what's going on here. This is not the same guy that we're used to.
No, it's not. He shoots him across to a sidewalk slam.
Needs to go for a cover if he's going to go for it.
I think he's past the point of wanting the cover now, Kelly.
Think he wants to hurt him?
I think he wants to punish him. I think he wants to prove a point. I think he wants to prove the point. You should have done what I wanted us to do in Popperville.
But you know, all these fans that wearing these Daybreaker t-shirts, these things may be a collector's item now.
Very well could be. Moves in for the cover.
Nate's still got a little gas in the tank there. I'm not real happy.
Oh, he's fighting on pride now, Kelly.
Doc Gracie not real happy with referee Smith.
He's fighting on pride. That's all that's left.
Both to their feet here.
He just said, you want me to finish him? He's got him in the guns up. Oh! First, arm drag takedown. Hip toss.
Body slam. Oh.
Big scoop. Oh! Rolls
Look out here.
2.
Wow, this has been a great match.
I don't know what else.
Not only are they using every move that they have in the book.
Oh my goodness.
10 minutes. Match time.
Doc Gracie has a cut on his elbow. And he's telling Nate Moss to stay down. But again, there is a cut on the elbow, on the left elbow of Doc Gracie. He might have got that when he got the suplex on the floor earlier in the match. But now you're seeing Gracie, dare I say, having a little bit of mercy on Nate Moss.
Well, it was short-lived, Kelly.
There's that
Big
blood.
scoop and slam.
You see that blood on his elbow.
These guys, I don't know how there's not more than just that.
Where's he going? High risk.
High risk, high reward. Mike Smith saying, are you sure you want to do this? Oh!
×2. What did Britney Spears say? Oops, he did it again.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's some fight left in Moss here. Right hand, still struggling to make his way to his feet. Dishing out the right hands here on Doc Gracie. He's moving to that.
Oh, I don't like this.
Looks like he's setting him for the superplex.
This is not going to end well.
Oh! Big superplex from Nate Moss. But Kelly, neither man has. Do they have anything left? Can either take advantage of it?
Might be a double count out here.
Again, I'm not sure Mike Smith is. Well, here we go. Well, I guarantee you Mike Smith doesn't want to see it end this way.
You talk about high risk, high reward, but both of those guys caught the wrath of that move. Moss holding the lower part of his back, lumbar region.
It's like Moss is moving around maybe a little bit better now.
Up to a 5 count now.
Moss getting very close to getting back to a vertical base. Gracie continuing to work hard to do the same.
If he gets to a 10 count, this is over.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm not sure how much either one of them have left.
Well, I'll tell you what, they are trading blows here in the middle of the ring. Both of these men have the amount of energy that they have put forth here. And this is just turning into a brawl here, Kelly. Moss shoots him across here. Oh, runs right into a back elbow. Gracie going back up. Going back up. Looks like he's setting up for a tornado DDT. Tornado. What? Moss caught him. Moss caught him. Spine buster. Spine buster. 1, 3. Ring the bell. What an amazing turn of events.
The winner is Marshall Nate Moss.
Marshall Nate Moss victorious. Sorry for that mix-up in the arena, folks. Marshall Nate Moss has prevailed.
I don't know how long
He's
it's
calling for a microphone. Give me the microphone, David.
Testing, Hattiesburg, testing. Doc, what are we doing? What's done is done. We don't have to do this another night, or another night, or any other night. We had a good thing going. We were the best tag team in this area. You don't get that. You don't get that applause, the love from these fans. You don't get that without having what we have. We've made a connection with these people. We've said we're brothers. What are we doing? We can fix this.
Kelly, it looks like the Daybreakers are back together.
The question has been answered. And I could not be happier.
I'll tell you what, nothing could have made these fans here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi any happier tonight than to see that embrace at the end of that confrontation, Kelly. Sometimes brothers just gotta fight it out.
Well, as you see the blood flowing from Doc Gracie's elbow, blood is thicker than water, right?
Blood, sweat, and tears, the Daybreakers are back.